But we got the #1 record?
Yeah, it'll be #1 next week.
Cardo's produced rap, boom bap, R&B, but always had a unique bounce in his drums. In today's video I'll show you 3 concepts and songs of why Cardo's drums always sound different. The first one is one of the reasons of why Kendrick is able to flow so elegantly on Family Ties' last part. Because even though the 808 pattern is sounding like this, the beat does not sound too full. So how does Cardo do this? Okay, of course, he makes the other drums way simpler, like this. Even though those are the elements that should be simple and should give space to the 808, Cardo still adds those two. And they work perfectly, but only because all the elements work together. So when the hi-hat stops, this one plays. When the hi-hat stops here, the other one plays. So those drums and the minimalistic sample from these give the exact space the 808 needs to go crazy. But this was just one of the many different techniques that Cardo uses. On Kendrick Lamar's Big Stepper album, he came up with this insane technique. As you might have noticed, in this one there's some reverse stuff going on and there are no hi-hats, but it even goes deeper than that. The 808 and kick build the foundation of the whole song. They let you know this is the one. And it is because of the weird sample and this strong foundation that Cardo can go and do something like this. Okay, but what actually is going on in here? There's the first snare, which looks like this, which is 2 snares layered together but slightly shifted to the left and right to give them a sort of different feeling. And then to recreate this, I also had to create this snare, which is the tail of this snare merged together with almost all of the other snare. And now you can either try to play around with this technique yourself, or you can grab the mindset behind these drums. And the mindset is that there's only one really interesting weird thing going on. And that's why it catches you instantly. If everything was weird and unique, there would be nothing you can focus on and the beat would go completely overboard with sound effects here and there. So if you have something unique, try to keep it simple. Talking about keeping it somewhat simple, the next beat does the exact opposite of that. Listen to this. Yeah, it's definitely something, it's really unique, I gotta say that. But how does Cardo do something like this? How does he get this curious beat to work on a song like that? There are a few steps and cool techniques you can take away from this. #1 is the 808. It started off like this. Now the 808 sounds kinda unnatural, super choppy, and it feels like there's something missing. So what did Cardo do next? The next thing he did was break a music law. He turned up the release on the 808 ever so slightly so that it fades into one another and doesn't 100% cut itself. So it goes from this to sounding like this. And it's not just that, when I recreated it, I also had to layer a second 808 underneath it to play sort of long, deep notes. And a way you can do this without getting blocked from your mixing engineer forever is to use this plugin right here. And then sidechain the low end to another so that the low end only comes in when the other low end is gone. And to give the drums even more bounce, Cardo went with this clap pattern. And to top it off, he added those laser rolls right here. Because Cardo has made so many different good beats, here's another bonus beat with a really cool kick pattern. Thanks for watching. This video teaches you how Cubeats does their samples.